Welcome to Online Marketing for Massage Therapists with me, Alyssa Haynes, brought to you by Sohnen-Moe. This module is going to be all about writing a bio for your massage business. What is the purpose of a bio? The job of a bio, which is short for biography, is simply to tell people who you are and what you do. A really good bio is going to accurately express your work, it's going to capture the interest of your ideal client, and it's going to make you sound awesome. It's going to make clients want to come to you. When we're creating a bio, it's really helpful to think about how we're going to use it. So where is it going to go? Bios go on your website or profile listing. They might go on the back of a brochure. It could go in all of your social media profiles. And a very short bio could go at the end of articles you write. If you're writing short health-related articles for online publications or for actual newspapers, it might go right at the end of that. There are many different types of bios in many different formats. In general, there's a long and a short form bio. Your website might be a great place for a long descriptive story of you and your work. It could be several paragraphs long. It might talk a little bit about what you did before you came into massage, if it's relevant. Shorter bios work better for brochures and most social media sites, and again, tagged at the end of articles that you might write. So we want to keep in mind the form and the format according to what the need is. We're going to look at mostly short bios today. How do we actually write a bio? Oftentimes we sit down in front of our computer or in front of our notepad and we just have no idea what to write, especially when we're writing about ourselves. So it helps to ask the right questions. You want to know, who were you writing this bio for? What is the purpose of it? What exactly do I do? Who am I looking to help? And what makes me special? What makes me different from every other massage therapist practicing in my area? So let's hit these questions one at a time. Who is this for? You're writing your bio for potential clients. These are the people who could be interested in your massage services, and your bio is like an introduction. It's like an initial handshake, only virtually, because you may not be standing right in front of them. They may have found you through your website or your profile listing. They may have picked up your brochure in a physical therapy clinic or in a doctor's office or in any of your referral partners' businesses. They may have seen you at a health fair or a community event, but not had time to talk to you, so they grabbed your business card or your brochure. Your potential clients are everywhere. We want to make sure we're writing a bio that's going to draw them in. What is the purpose? It's to attract your ideal client. It's not just to bring in every potential client, but to bring in your ideal client. And those are the clients whose needs match your skills and preferences. What do I do? This is a really broad question, and it's going to get more and more complicated to answer as you become more experienced in the massage field. You'll take more classes, your specialties might change, and massage is just a really unclear term. Not everyone knows what massage is, and even those with experience don't know what your massage is like. So clearly, without too much jargon or fancy descriptions, describe your work. And we want to describe it in terms that the general public are going to understand. Who can I help? Initially, we like to step out of massage school and think, everyone is my ideal client. I can help everyone. It's true. You probably have the skills to give most of the population a pretty good massage. But within your bio, you've got limited space. So you want to include keywords that are going to resonate with your ideal client and again, draw them to you. And you want to state what makes you special and what makes you stand out from the crowd. Do you have a particular certification or experience that would matter to your ideal clients? Do you have a hobby or a volunteer activity that directly relates to your work? Or what's the motivation for your specialty? And again, not all of this is going to fit into a short bio, but you want to have this in mind when you're writing so you can really be clear about your intent and who you want to reach. So let's look at an example. And this is my friend Carlene Kenny. And I'm going to read this bio here. Carlene Kenny is a graduate of Bancroft School of Massage Therapy in Worcester, Massachusetts. She's a member of the American Massage Therapy Association and is nationally certified by the Board for Therapeutic Massage and Bodywork. Carlene was drawn to massage for several years before she finally started school. She most enjoys working with clients regularly and helping them address different issues over time, be it occasional strains or general stress from day-to-day life. Carlene is most happy when clients feel taller, stronger, and move more easily after a massage. So who is this for? It's for potential clients. What is the purpose? To bring clients in. What does Carlene do? She does massage that relieves pain from occasional strains or general stress from day-to-day life. Who can she help? Well, this makes it pretty clear. She can help people who want to come in for regular massage and who may have occasional pain or general stress. That is very broad, and I chose this example because when you start off, you'll probably be very broad. You likely will have a very broad clientele, and that's okay. What makes Carlene special? And I like because Carlene addressed this in a slightly different way. She said, I'm most happy when clients feel taller, stronger, and move more easily after a massage. And that's fantastic. Potential clients are going to read this and think, I do want to feel taller and stronger and move more easily after a massage. Carlene's a therapist for me. Now let's look at a different example, which is my bio, me, Alyssa Haynes. So let's read through this. Alyssa Haynes is a massage therapist with a small practice in Plainville, Massachusetts. Her clients are mostly weekend warriors, pregnant mamas, and children with autism spectrum disorders. She graduated from Bancroft School of Massage Therapy in 2005 and since then has received advanced training in both prenatal and pediatric massage. Alyssa can be found rocking a 12-minute mile in local 5K races or more likely snacking at her desk between clients. So again, who is this for? Potential clients. And I make it very clear that my ideal clients here are weekend warriors, which is a term most people, at least in my area, kind of understand. That means people with 9-to-5 jobs, but they do things like triathlons and wacky 5Ks with obstacles every weekend, and then pregnant women, and then children with autism. So I've made it very clear in my second sentence exactly who my ideal client is. Again, you might not know exactly who your ideal client is just when you're coming out of school, but it's something to keep in mind. And then I tell you that I graduated from Bancroft School of Massage Therapy. I do that because Bancroft is very well known in my area as a really good school, so it makes sense for me to put that out there as a bonus of how great I am. I give the date that I graduated because that was 8 years ago, so that gives me a little bit of experience and credibility in the field. And then I make note, I've received advanced training in prenatal and pediatric massage. Now, I've received advanced training in many more specialties than that, but those are the two that I'm choosing to list because it matches with my ideal client. Notice that I don't give trade names. I don't say that I'm certified in mother massage and Little Kids Foundation massage for kids with autism, because the general public doesn't really know what that is. And at this point, they kind of don't care. They may not understand what mother massage is. And then I've got to put a little trademark in there, which is wonderful and may be appropriate for a long form bio, but not really appropriate for the short form where we're trying to keep it really concise. We covered who's this for, what's the purpose, what do, I give massage. I choose to point out that I have a small practice because I feel it's a bonus. With all of the larger spas and chains around, having a small individual private practice is absolutely something that you should tout. If you have that, that's really awesome, and you will attract a certain clientele because of that, because it will be simply one-on-one interaction. People are craving that, so it's okay to say that you're small. Every time a client calls, they're going to get me answering the phone or my voicemail, and I'm going to call them back. So that is definitely a bonus, and you can put that right in your bio if you feel it's appropriate. So again, I've made it clear who I help, and then I put what makes me special. So this is twofold. I'm showing you my example, my personal bio, because I have a lot of personality in my business. So I put in here, Alyssa can be found rocking a 12-minute mile in local 5K races, or more likely snacking at her desk between clients. These are things that accurately represent me. I'm involved in my community. The clients that I have know that I do races. They know I'm always snacking when they walk in the door. It's something that they tell other people when they're referring to me, and it makes sense. I have stated that I want to work with weekend warriors, so letting people know that I'm also kind of a fake amateur athlete certainly helps. They know if I'm running 5Ks, I'm going to understand what hamstring pain is like because I'm also running. So there was kind of a dual purpose here. One, it sounds fun, which is an accurate representation of me and my practice. And two, it further cements in their head that I know what I'm talking about with this particular clientele. Your bio is not going to look like mine. Your bio may not look like mine ever, and it might take several years to get into something this specific, but I wanted to show you both a very general bio and a more specific one. So how do you actually make this happen? Make a list of what you want to say. It doesn't have to be complete sentences. You can use bullet points. You could say something like, most enjoyed working with athletes after events. So if you had a sports massage class and you had to work on athletes after an event as part of that experience, that's a wonderful thing to say. Or if you really enjoyed the part of your schooling where you learned a strict, mellow relaxation massage, you could say that. Once you've made this list, you kind of want to put it in a logical order. And that's different for everyone, and that's all right. Once you've got a logical order, you want to format it into complete sentences. And yes, this is a little bit of the harder part, which is why the next step is to ask for help. If you're not a natural writer, that's okay. Most of us aren't. It comes with practice. Once you bust out your first bio and then maybe a longer form for your website where you have more space, you'll get better at it. But right now, it's okay to ask for help. There is likely someone in your class who's pretty good at writing. Bribe them, give them a massage, have them help you with your bio. Or you have a friend outside of massage school who's really good at writing who could help you with this kind of thing. Again, ask for help. Once you've got it complete, you want to show it to people who know you because you want to make sure it sounds like you. Yes, you want to make sure it sounds like a professional version of you who's ready to go out into the massage world, but you want it to also sound like you. You don't want it to be so cold and sterile that potential clients don't see the individuality of you. In the very first step when you're making the list, you could even ask some of the other students in your class or ask people who you've practiced on, what are the things that you've noticed I do best? And those might be the features that you want to play up. Showing it to people who know you well is going to help you figure out if it's an accurate representation of you and your work and the work you're going to do in massage. So if you follow these steps, and again, you ask for help and you work with your peers, you're going to come up with a bio that really accurately represents you. And now you've got the tools to help write your bio. We'll see you in the next module.